list your name, age, and where you live.
Yes, my name is Sir Francis Bryan. I'm from... I beg your pardon. No, you want the official thing here. My name is Scott Walton. I am 44 years old, and I live in Blairsville, Pennsylvania.
And what, Sir Francis, Scott, is a Rennie?
A Rennie can be one of many things. A Rennie can be a person who goes to Renaissance fairs. A Rennie can be a person who enjoys the Renaissance time period. A Rennie could be a person who works at a Renaissance fair. There are many different definitions. Personally, I consider myself to be a Rennie that I enjoy the time period, and I also work at a Renaissance festival. So that in turn makes me a Rennie.
How long have you been involved in Renaissance fairs?
Well, I went to my first one in 1999. I went from the very last day of the Renaissance Festival here in the Pittsburgh area. I was enthralled by it. Absolutely loved it. I wanted to go back and have a wonderful time. And right now I have a cat that's going nuts with a toy, so I do apologize. But upon that, later on, I did start dating a wonderful woman, and I took her to it as well then. So we started going probably around 2002. I proposed to my wife there, and since then, in 2007, we both became part of the cast there as well.
Scott, I must correct you. We got engaged in 2001 at the festival.
Well, you have to understand, my time with you is timeless, so years mean nothing to me.
How would you describe a Ren fair?
A Ren fair is a magical place. It is a place where people can go and forget about the outside world. I like to look at it as a discount Disney, if you will. What do kids love whenever they go to Disney World? They love the princesses, they love the pirates, they love the princes, they love the knights. We have all that there, and you don't have to go all the way to Florida for it. It's a wonderful place there, and it's something where you can let yourself go and relax. You can be the wildest painted up fairy elf creature you can possibly think of, or you can be the most flamboyantly colored person, being a knight or a ambassador, a prince, a princess, whatever you want to be. And it's just an amazing place where you're allowed to do that, and everyone knows what you're going to do. You are not judged in any way.
What characters do you play when attending Ren fairs?
Well, whenever I first started going, I had a kilt, and I played more of a roguish type of character, a Scot, if you will. Then, later on, after I got hired as part of the cast, I was the mayor, Lord High Mayor John Howard. He was the mayor of the village that we work in, and he was somewhat timid. He was under the gun. The king was always wanting this done, this done, this done. So it was it was an interesting time period there to be the mayor. Then after that, I became the current character I am now, Sir Francis Bryan. Sir Francis Bryan, historically, was a dear friend of the king, and also the king's advisor. So in this route here, I'm allowed to get away with a little bit more. So where I would be instantly reprimanded if I did something as mayor, now it's just Sir Francis being Sir Francis. So it gives me a lot more freedom to do different things then.
And how do patrons or platrons respond to your character?
Well, that is an interesting question. That is best answered by looking at this eye patch. At some point in time in our history, I'm not exactly sure when, if you have an eye patch, you're a pirate. That's it. No questions asked. Sir Francis historically lost his eye in a joust. He was no pirate. He was a sailor, though. So, of course, I have children that run up like, oh, look at the pirate. Mommy, look at the pirate. So I constantly have to remind people that I'm not a pirate. It gets extremely tedious whenever the cast members tell the children, oh, look at the pirate, just to see me turn red with Oh, anger. So but it's all taken in good fun, and that's the important thing of the Ren Fair.
Who do you usually attend Ren Fairs with?
Well, I usually attend Ren Fairs with my wife. We go to a few different ones around the eastern coast here, but also there are times that we go with the cast from our personal Ren Fair. We will get together, we will go all together for the same weekend, and doing that, we actually are part of their cast, and we have a wonderful time there being part of their cast and part of their storyline. So it gives us a new idea and fresh eyes on how to develop our character and be more fun with the patrons.
And do you belong to any national organizations?
Actually, I do. If you can see here, I have a badge right there. That badge is from the International Brotherhood of Rogues, Cads, and Scoundrels. That is a group of men that work at Renaissance festivals, are Rennies, and they're the ones that go around and woo women. It's twofold. One, it's fun for the men. It's silly. It's funny. Two, it works for the women as well, because then they can turn to their husbands or significant others and look at them and say, see, that's what you're supposed to do. So it makes it quite a humorous event there for us to do that. And the important thing here, to give you a better idea of what it is, our patron saint of the International Brotherhood is Han Solo. So you can figure it out from there.